What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Leo. So back here again for another video, man. Today we got a video uploaded by Death Battle. We have Saitama versus Popeye. One Punch Man versus Thimble Theater. That's where Saitama, I mean not Saitama, that's where Popeye is from. Thimble Theater. That's what the studio, wherever it's called. Anyways, we're gonna try to. Hopefully this one doesn't get blocked. The last one I did, which was the Legend of Korra versus Storm, I did that one. I think I even cut it down to like the animation bit, and the video still got blocked. So hopefully this doesn't get blocked. But anyways, we're gonna check this out. It's just a little different from the how I usually do it. Just change it up a little bit just to deter from it getting blocked or whatever. But anyways, we're gonna check this out. Off the rip, I gotta say Saitama, because we haven't seen anyone who's actually, like, I don't think capable of even beating him in any form of like media, you know what I'm saying, besides like writers and stuff. I guess I don't know. I think Saitama's pretty much OP. He's One Punch Man. Anyways, no pun intended. But anyways, though, we're gonna get into it. My vote's on One Punch Man. So here's how it's gonna go. If One Punch Man wins, you gotta subscribe. If he loses and Popeye wins, you can just like the video or you can dislike the video. Doesn't matter. You can't see dislikes anyway. But anyways, we're gonna get into it. Before we get into it, y'all let me know down below in the comments, how was your day? Hopefully it was pretty good. If it wasn't, hopefully this message is just a little bit better. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Saitama versus Popeye. Hopefully they're gonna have like an animation of him like just chugging down a whole can of spinach. So gross.
Saitama,
Saitama.
Saitama. The Sailor Man. East versus West. Old versus new. Healthy eating versus basic exercise. These two.
Basic exercise. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce right now, so that's why I'm adjusting my seats.
Warriors may seem ridiculous.
Peep the new chair.
Their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength.
Yes.
East, West, and Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their
Weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Alright, let's see. Starting off with Saitama.
Is pain, brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They
Indeed.
light a fire in our soul.
I like Saitama. He's inspirational.
Without them, we are lost. Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared. For this failed salaryman, all it took to get that fiery passion back
worked so hard he lost his hair.
Child from a crab monster in underwear. That was
Grabalante.
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero. And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity. So hard, his friggin' hair fell out.
Exactly.
Strength grew exponentially day by
That's
day.
how you know you're not working hard enough. I'm not working hard enough. My hair's not falling out.
And much to his horror, that's exactly what he got. All it took was one punch.
I seen the first season at least like 3 times.
He became the one,
like
the only,
like
the
all the way through.
Caked Baldy. Not anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man.
Of course.
As in he can't help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch.
He's like real life Bruce Lee on steroids, you know? Except without martial arts.
Like a giant who's over a quarter of a kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth. Or an Esper who can effortlessly
video games, discount prices.
Or a Monster King who shaved off a continent from the Earth's surface and lifted it into the stratosphere. And Saitama's never even broken so much as a sweat fighting any of them.
Never.
During battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama. Who
what?
Did by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava he was bathing in, naked. And then he punched him.
This is what I'm talking about, dude. He's just
images just by hopping side to side, defeated a martial arts master with his butt, and survived the inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon
and
before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds.
Yeah.
That's 8% the speed of light. Kinda like the time he
I don't know, Saitama's got it to me.
Who stated to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light. Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating
normal punch. I was about to say normal punch and serious punch.
Consecutive normal punches. Are you kidding me? or his
Dude, I
attack
love
beams?
Saitama.
What kind of
Can't wait for season 3.
self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain and simple, he's a satire form. Instead
Yeah, exactly.
of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top, we
Get
join
to the
him
end.
when he's already there.
Yeah.
Basically,
You've
imagine
seen the
if Goku
struggles
went
at the
Super
top.
Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Far from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless.
Right.
His new reality was inescapably
Look at his
boring.
face.
Which is really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them.
Right.
Or asteroids that rank a 9 on the Torino
I'm sorry.
scale. For those
Goku
that
does
don't
not
already
stand a
know,
chance.
That's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT.
I'm sorry. Had to be
This guy's
said.
training must have been insane.
Superman,
That would be
get
100
wrecked.
push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run
Every
single
day. And he ate a banana.
And that's it.
You've got to be shitting me.
It doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to make sense.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible.
Well, 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable,
Yeah.
especially if you space them out.
Yeah.
Doing 100 squats and then running half a marathon every single
Now
day
that's a
would
little
absolutely
strenuous.
destroy your legs.
Put
Yeah.
simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro
growing
level,
new ones,
then
right?
allowing them time to repair themselves
Right.
more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates,
Hydration.
and lots of sleep.
But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After a few days, he
Stay
should have
hydrated.
been able to move, but he just kept going.
There might be an explanation. Take the brilliant scientist Dr. Genus, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in, well, 1 punch. According to Genus'
Yeah.
hypothesis,
True.
Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities.
Right.
At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked?
So Saitama.
We gotta go to the gym.
Well,
About
Saitama
Pete?
trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and reality. He just breaks the logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm
He
of his
can
hand.
wiggle his
And while he
ears.
has stated
That's a
that
feat.
his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty
Yes.
clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord
Boros.
Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch. A blow where he punches a little harder
Than normal.
Reflected
Just a
Boros'
little.
collapsing star roaring cannon. Now, you see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over
What?
50 zetatons of TNT. Like
Zetatons? Doesn't even sound real. Doesn't even sound real.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power.
If you're watching me watch through all this because this is like a 20-something minute video, go ahead, like the video. Please, thank you.
Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As
Exactly.
if no one in their right
He gets
minds
none of the
could
credit.
believe a psych ward Charlie Brown
That's the
could
humor.
save the world.
Well, he doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if
Well,
being
part of the
removed
humor.
from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey and contrived his world is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you
You
can just
talk
chill
to
at home with your buds and play video games?
Hey, he was such a
Real
interesting
lesson all
character.
along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching so hard my name becomes a byword
Dude.
for literally unbeatable. The dude is
That
the
scene.
undisputed king of broken anime characters, because until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in one punch!
Exactly. So, foreshadowing, he's going to end all his fights in one punch.
Popeye the Sailor Man, hero, adventurer, sailor, man.
Popeye's.
Man, he sounds like he
I
smokes
like
a
that.
pack of Marlboro factories every day. And if you ever wanted to know what angry cat sex sounds like, he can sing. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
I don't remember Popeye's voice that much.
Never mind. Popeye's origins are
That's
humble.
weird.
Born to the cruelly named Poop Deck Pappy, Popeye was, immediately upon birth, horrifically ugly. So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never
Damn.
returned.
So Popeye grew up with a chip on his shoulder.
40,
and a pop in
5,
his
6?
eye. especially after discovering his higher
Santa
calling,
Monica,
beating
California.
the snot out of people.
Don't worry, Popeye's
Heavyweight
fists
champion.
are righteous, only spilling
Olive
the snot
oil.
of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted father, Whaler Joe, Popeye
Whoa.
set out to put his
Black
combat
man.
prowess to the test and join the Navy, becoming a true sailor man.
It was there he learned the sweet science of boxing and to battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity, but because there are so many examples.
Originating in the
I gotta
era
go back
of
and,
rubber hose animation,
see
Popeye's
what-
body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch,
Rubber.
twist, squish, and squash any way he likes.
Or
Can
have a
summon
bizarre punch that'll
spinach.
knock you around
Matter
the planet.
reconstruction.
Popeye's punches are fascinating since they
Listen to this: physical malleability, fourth wall awareness, spinach powers, flight, increased strength, invisibility. What in the holy cow? I didn't think it was gonna go this like out there.
can disincorporate their targets into composite
I never really
elements,
watched
like
it that
turning
much. I
anchors
just remember
into
seeing it.
fishhooks, an alligator
Here and
into
there.
handbags, and several Native Americans. You know, I don't even want to know.
I think the reason's
Wow.
pretty simple, Wiz. He's a cartoon.
Hold
he can
up ag-
basically do whatever he wants. He can shoot fire from
True.
his corncob pipe, pull a canyon closed, punch bolts of lightning out of the air, and even give the sun a black eye.
Judging by the distance the sun is from the Earth, as well as the time it took for the
This is
high-striking
ridiculous.
puck to reach it, the puck
This is
must be
absolutely
moving at
ridiculous.
500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung
Popeye
his fist
might
just
stand a
as
chance.
fast.
I don't know.
Hell, he's even shadowboxed so fast he somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So, was he just
Lazy.
born
Lazy
this
draw-
way?
lazy
Is
draw.
being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because
Right.
if so, you might want to get on that, buddy.
Dang.
The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye has spent
Spinach.
his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda
Dude,
straight from the
what?
bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me!
Green alcohol.
Originating in Persia, Spinachia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and
Spinachia
antioxidant-rich
oleracea.
vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And apparently imbue your biceps with the power of God and
He just
anime.
punched
While
the
a
train.
normal can of spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it
Wow.
immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm.
It lets him
Saitama's
fly,
gonna
turn
have to-
invisible, shapeshift his body into
What?
literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right. This big
Saitama's
whatever
gonna
the
have to
hell
take
that
away
thing
his,
is apparently God, and he turned off
Apparently God.
reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Cause why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I eat
I
some
wonder what
spinach.
its nutritional content is like.
What?
Let's find out with math.
No!
A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall it
Mm.
reached into outer space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and
Shattered
this
a star?
stylized yellow star. By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density.
Wiz, I think you're doing a little too much here, man. I don't know if we should be taking this very seriously at all.
Of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye's spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories.
It's too many
That's over
numbers.
700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire life.
That's over 46 million Yoda tons of TNT. Enough to destroy, well, a star. Or enough to put
Okay, he mentioned the whole star thing.
your annoying neighbors so hard that when they land,
Popeye's
they
black.
tilt the earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a second. That's a speed of about 1.8 million meters per second.
I don't know, man.
Is that enough
I was
to power a
confident,
rocket
but I
ship
don't know.
So fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, because that
Cave the
happens.
son of
I
black.
only know one type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever kind of spinach it is, it sure ain't normal.
Not true.
Defeated
Popeye
his own
doesn't consume
animators?
some special magical spinach. Any kind will do, even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his cartoon.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just waving his hand. The dude has literally
What
been
in
disintegrated
the
into
heck?
nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing And then he came
What?
back with his
Yeah,
knee
I don't know. Popeye
He
might
can
got
punch
this.
so hard he tears the film strip he's being animated on, or exit his cartoon to beat the shit out of his own animator.
So Popeye's basically fought two different versions of God and whooped their
Right.
asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski considering he's basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
But he's always down for a scrap. So
What
if you
in the-
decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions.
Yeah,
And
apparently.
for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables.
That's the
All right, the combatants
that's the
are
mo-
set. Data through all
that face is
possibilities.
But first, in case you're
Hey, you know what's better than a $5,000 PC?
what?
A $5,000 PC that costs $0. It's time to give you
Oh, wait.
starting to feel those winter blues, check out BetterHelp.
This show is BetterHelp.com/deathbattle.
That's
Shout out to their product
BetterHelp.com/deathbattle.
All right, man. I kind of want to switch sides. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to switch. I'm gonna stick with it because I said it. Let's see. I've been on a losing streak when it comes to death battles.
Man, the scrap's always so expensive.
So let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
No thanks.
Can't stand no one bad-mouthing me, Spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
Spick Beluga.
Whatever.
Wow. Just his swings are causing the food nearby. Sounds like that pig off Looney
Your
Tunes.
hate's got a scratch on yas.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
Boring.
I can't speak that.
What? He said, I can't speak that. Yo. This is a long one. That's crazy. I doubt he's dead, though. I knew it. What? Right. Okay. He blocked it.
A little bit more interesting now.
Interesting now. Popeye, he's got a Tourette's or something. I don't know. I think he's a little mentally damaged up there, just a little. He's gonna come back like the guy off Hunter x Hunter. Gum gum thing. He's paddling a boat across the water. I was about to say this looks like a game.
What crazy gazookas?
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun.
Hey,
How are you?
the hell are you?
I am what I am, and that's all what I am.
Okay.
You know, how am I gonna get back now?
He's got some brain damage up here, man. Listen to him. He's asking for help. Yo, what? Just okay, so Saitama can destroy his form. Ooh. Ah. I like this. Yo, this animation. Yo, this is some of their top tier best animation right here. Top 10, top 5 maybe. Best fights. This is looking. Yo.
This is amazing! How did you get so strong?
Spinach.
It's me, Spinach.
I eat me spinach. Hey yo, that animation was clean. Oh man, they changed it again. It looks good. I like this.
My heart's beating so fast.
And he actually got Saitama
My
excited.
muscles ache. I
Aw.
can feel them again.
That's all I can stand, 'cause I can't stand no more.
Uh-oh.
I never thought it would happen.
I think,
Serious fight. I found it!
Papa, what's his name? I forgot his name. Popeye, I think he's gonna talk to Animator or something and win. What? No way. Yeah, they gotta explain this one. Why is he eggs? Turned him into an egg?
He took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled.
Oh my gosh.
Sailor Man.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
KO! Well, I guess you could say
Popeye is an extremely old character, though. It's like almost like, you know, a lot of old characters in a lot of old shows, they're like almost unkillable. You know what I'm saying? It's like like a lot of the Looney Tunes characters and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like they do some crazy, unthinkable stuff and like gone through some crazy things, but I don't think it's not really meant to be like analyzed and say, well, if that's the case, and they could probably fight this character and do this. You know what I'm saying? Where Saitama is a little slight. He's on that more satirical side too, but he's a little bit more realistic, I guess. But let's see them explain.
over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It
Right.
is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder stuck with 5-pound dumbbells.
He also doesn't
Gotcha.
possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly. And he's never
He
met
said, "Albeit
anyone
briefly."
quite like
Said I quit.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too
Gotcha.
strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual.
I didn't know he had a limit.
May have called
Not
it his
like
serious
that.
punch, but that's the joke.
At least not one we've
He's
seen.
only now getting kind of serious.
In order to get as generous a number as possible, let's assume Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch.
Death Battle's #1 issue. They're making assumptions. No assumptions. Only facts. I want to see if there's breakdowns or debunks of this one, because this one's been out for a couple of days, so I'm gonna look
Since
around.
he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between
So,
the
okay,
least
sure.
amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was
Alright.
over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie
Such.
a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest, using Boros' energy.
Please note that by design, it is impossible to determine the exact upper limits of Saitama's strength. That is not the primary purpose of this particular calculation, okay?
Blast as a base, Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 Yoda tons of TNT.
See, this sounds
That's
made up. Yoda
absolutely
tons.
insane.
Never
Enough
heard
to
that.
annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive,
Destroy
but
your
still far less than Popeye's
I'm not
strongest
gonna.
power, which was millions of times greater. Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is, whatever it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
While Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that
You're right,
generally
that's what I was
obeys
saying.
the laws of physics.
Right.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if
Yeah,
Saitama
exactly.
was strong enough to kill Popeye in one punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover.
I was
good
starting-
as new. Hell,
as
God
they were
turned
going
off
over his
all of
feats,
reality, and Popeye just
I was like, yeah,
ignored
Popeye
it.
probably got this.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs, which he can do without Spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in one punch.
I guess.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's Spinach can.
The winner is Popeye.
All right, let's see what they got
And that's
next.
a wrap for our anniversary season.
I'm on a losing streak, guys. That's crazy.
Thank you so much
I
for
think I've
watching and
lost.
supporting us for over a
I
decade.
bet it wrong in
Here's
the
to another
last
as Death Battle will return
3
in
to 4 death
2022.
battles. Okay, let's see. 2022. Season 9 starting in March 2022. Oh man, that was it. Okay, yeah. Wow. So I lost. No, but look, as we were going over the feats, I was like, yeah, okay, I think Popeye's got this, cause it's ridiculous, absolutely. What he's doing in a lot of these old cartoons and comics and stuff. But anyways, you already know what you gotta do. You wanted Popeye to win. Popeye won. Saitama lost. Dislike the video, like the video. Your choice. You don't have to subscribe. But anyways, y'all let me know down below in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? Did you agree? Did you not agree? You know what I'm saying? Is there a debunked video of this particular episode? If so, let me know. Leave a link down below, because I'm gonna scour the internet. I'm gonna look around a little bit, because I don't know, man. This is crazy. I didn't know Popeye was like that OP. Y'all let me know if y'all did. But with that being said, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Leroy Says So. Same with YouTube channel. They can also send me a shout out to. That being said, peace.